Let me start away like that. Okay. Guys, you're most welcome back, okay? And sorry. And of course, let me share my MT4 stuff. Guys, you can mute so we can hear you.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? Hello?
Not yet, bro.
Yes, bro.
Not yet. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You can see my screen? Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see now.
You can see my screen.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That is cool then. So, okay, I'm gonna be showing something like with the time we shall be having extra Zooms. That is on Friday evening, just like this day, okay? So I'm recording this video so that it helps others. Like if you want to watch the video again and again, it can be of great help to you, okay? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, the first thing that I'm going to tell you about is, like the first thing that happens in the market is we have so many stop hands in the market, and it's okay. You might be right in the trade, but we have so many stop hands in the market, just like what happened recently in JBP USD. It was a cool trade, but, like if you look at, I don't know whether this one can still show me. I love using these charts, guys, for analyzing. I don't use indicators at all in my trading completely, and I will never use it. Because if like, let me tell you, the key things that you should be mastering if you want to make money in trading is, number one thing is that you have to drop indicators. But if it's working for you, it's cool, okay? But I don't use indicators for you to predict the markets. Then number two thing is that always learn the market structure, okay, and the trend. Because when you learn the market structure and the trend, the order flow, it means you know where you're going, okay? Because you cannot trade without knowing where you're going. And if you know even where you're going, the market structure would help you know very well where you're stopping and where you're entering from. Another thing which is very important is that you have to understand the candles of the market, because that shows you the behavior of the market and also shows you the power of the two opponents. The buyers and the sellers, they're just like opponents. As you know very well, when a candle is forming, there is always a fight. So they are opponents, they're fighting each other. So when you understand every candle step by step, also candles of high time frames, you understand the behavior of the markets. And when you understand the behavior of the market, it's very easy for you to spot your entries and to know who is more strong in the market and who is being beaten in the market. Okay. And another thing that is very important, I'm gonna try to highlight it. I don't know. Okay, so if you check, this is Euro USD. We had another flow here. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You guys can see my charts.
Yeah, I can see.
Just a moment. Okay. So what I'm saying, that if you look at Euro USD, this is a long bullish order flow, okay? And you know very well a bullish order flow has got higher highs. But I want you to know something in trading, that there is what we call significant numbers. Sometimes people call it round numbers. If you know how to draw round numbers very well, round numbers can act as a key point for either a continuation of a particular order flow or a rejection point. Let's try to look at Euro USD and we try to draw them. If it is really gonna work here so much. So what I first do is I grab here and then I mark my lower low. If I'm looking for round numbers for, hey guys, you can mute. Hello. Hello. It's unfair someone is not muting the mic. So I'm trying to say that what you have to do is you have to first, if you're looking for like round numbers in a bullish order flow, so let's say we are going to mark our lower low. This is our first lower low, which is 1.16650, and we're gonna be putting 500. Okay, we're gonna be adding 500 points on top of 1.6650. I want you to grab your calculator and then you add 500 to 1.16650. But before you do that, just grab it and click on any point. Let's say that's the first round number. So what you do is you highlight that point, and then you right click, come to horizontal line properties, then make sure you're in parameters, and this is the value that you're going to be putting. It will going to put it automatically. So you're going to say your first number, which you marked 1.16650 plus 500 points. What do you get? Someone, I don't know if someone is following, you can try to do that. Let me also keep doing it. That is 7,150. Let's try 1.7150. You get that? So that is our round number here. Our first round. You can see there was a nice rejection, but what I'm just trying to tell you that they just add you like whenever you spot whenever price is next to the round number, there is a high chance that you can look for your buy or sell entries in that point. I think next to you, because I said that every week on Friday I'm going to be having a free Zoom, and I'll be sending you the link always. So that is assured. You don't have to get worried about that. So let me tell you something, okay? Always, I told you that candles are very important in trading, because every candle, like candles, like they show you the behavior of the market. You know very well, a candle to be formed, it's like a fight, you know, like opponents, the buyers and the sellers. If you look at this type of candle, we had a strong bullish candle that engulfed these two candles, okay? It engulfed this. So we had a strong bullish candle, more so in H4 time frame. In H4 time frame, we had a strong bullish candle in H4 time frame. Let me first try to zoom. But if you look at this chart, at first, price was moving down because here we have our lower low here, okay? Then we have our lower low here. Then instead of having the next lower low here, okay, price fails to break the previous lower low this point. Of course, you know very well, price is moving like this, lower lows, but we have this lower low and price fails to break this lower low. Okay, so this point is very significant. Why is price failing to break this lower low? Sometimes when price fails to break this lower low, I always have a point of calling it like my my strong resistance. Okay, so if price is failing to break that point, and then the worst point is that we are having a strong bullish candle, okay, meaning that a strong bullish, how can a strong bullish pressure, the buyers are getting strong in the market, because the number one thing is that price has failed to break the previous lower low. Okay, because let me give an example. Price is moving in the lower low, then from nowhere, because price has to break this lower low to move to the next lower low, because this is a bearish order flow. Then price fails to break this lower low. Instead of breaking this lower low, he pulls it up with a bullish engulfing candle. So this is a very big significance that there must be something that is going to happen in the market. And the first thing that we are going to do is, let's not chase this trade. We are going to mark this trade. Okay, we are going to mark this trade. So the first thing, we have now seen this, we are going to go to the weekly charts and the monthly charts and try to understand what really happened in the previous week or what happened in the previous month. Okay, because if you look at already this H4, it's a strong bullish candle, and price has failed to break the previous lower low, failing to make the next step of a lower low. So if you look at this point, what we are going to do, if I'm the one, I'm going to mark this this pair, like I'm going to be looking for like bullish, so like a bullish pressure, like buy entries. Okay, but before I do this, look at what really happened here. Okay, you can look at that. You know, candles are very important. You know, the main people, the reason is that people have failed to understand one thing. They think that we should master so much our candles. I don't advise people so much to master. You know, like the things that the dealer can so much play on your mind is like when you're drawing trend lines, you're just going to estimate. Okay, you're not very sure. It's not the real thing happening in the market. What is happening in the market is by the candles that you're seeing. That is what's happening. When you see a candle being formed, there is something happening in the market. If you pay attention to that, then it will be very easy for you to understand the trade, of course. Just like if you see a strong, like a lot happened, if you see a strong, like, how can I say, a strong rejection candle, then you have to understand what's happening in the market. See a strong bullish candle, and that candle failed to, like, after the previous lower low of being failed to be broken, then again you see a strong pullback, pulling up and forming an engulfing candle, then there is something happening in the market. But you have to be you have to pay attention to it, and you have to be very keen in order for you to catch that entry. So let's see what really was happening in the weekly chart. So if you look at the weekly chart, it was kind of also so much showing you. If you look at this indecision candle, we had a strong Harami candle here, sorry, a lateral track. Candles of the same shape, they communicate a lot. They communicate a lot. But if you look at Euro USD, we had something like, we are having something like a head and shoulder, okay? But we don't know where price is going. But what I'm thinking about Euro USD, of course, is I would mark this point of my railroad track. I'll mark the opening price, the closing price of that railroad track. Okay, so this becomes my strong position that I can say that price can never close below this point, because this is where the big banks put their money. Okay, if you understand this very well, this is where, like, price, it's very hard for price to break this point. Like, maybe it can form a rejection, but it can form a rejection candle, like a stop hands, just like what happened in JBPSD. If you go and check JBPSD in H4, you will see it very well. Just the rejection candle or a stop hand, then price moves up. Maybe price can form another double top, then price pushes down. And another thing that we have to know is, guys, there is something really very, very important. When you see the dealer making like 3 double tops, okay, he is trying to gain momentum, okay, like gaining a lot of momentum, than when he makes a double top. Okay, this time he's buying time, and the things are not on his side. Okay, let's say he makes first double top. Okay, he's supposed to drop the price. If he's to drop the price after maybe closing. Okay, let me make this one clear. Let's say higher high, price fails to break the higher high. Okay, he breaks the structure of the market. Okay, breaking the structure of the market, he retests, and we expect price to move down. But what happens again, this one, is that he takes it back to the higher, he takes it back to the previous top. Okay, when he takes this to the previous top, he means that he has so many guys that want to move with him, and he has to take them out of it. So he tries to delay the price. And I know there are so many impatient traders that even when your stop loss or your take profit has not been hit, you're already fearing and you're closing your trade. What I can tell you, bro, for the fact thing is that trading is all about patience. Okay, you might be in the right track, but it takes time for you to catch that. Price can even move just like this, like a ranging market for a long time. And this market has a funny thing. London session, he might not move. Then New York session, he tries to drop it after like moving in a lot of M structures. Okay, like moving almost in the same position. So this is like he's trying to just buy your time. And if you become patient with this, then it becomes very easy for you to get that trade. Okay. So let me give you one example that I want you to always keep doing. If you see price, let's say it's a bullish order flow, and only apply this in H1 or H4. Price is moving high, it's a bullish order flow. Then from nowhere, I told you if this our higher high, higher high, higher high, and higher high. So these points here are always our support points, or this SMS, oh my God, or the SMS. These are always our SMS or our strong support points where price is pushing to the next higher high, SMS or support, next higher high, SMS or support, next higher high. Now, when we're in this higher high, price fails to break this higher high to form another higher high. If you see this happening, okay, and price breaks the previous support or SMS, and price again goes back to that previous higher high and makes a stop hand, and the candle does not close above this higher high, then you're moving down, but you're going to be patient enough. You're moving down, but you're going to be patient enough so that you can catch this trade. Because as I tell you, the truth is that if you understand the trend, try to understand also very well, this one, understand understand candles very well because they communicate to you a lot about the market. Then understand the structure of the market because they give you your possible entries, where you can enter from and where you can get out of the market from. Because take, for example, if I was holding a buy from this point up to this point, and this happens where what I've just said happens, then I get out of that buy and I'll be planning to sell. So I'll only close my trade if a candle closes above this previous high. That's when I'll close my trade. I'll accept the loss. But if it fails to do that, then I'll still hold my trade. No matter how many times he moves up and down before he breaks it, I'll still hold it. Because let me tell you something. You don't need a lot to make money. You don't need a lot of knowledge to make money.
Yo,
You just need.
wanna plan chi?
Hello.
Over what do I say that? Baza ne bakuwa ibaluwa byaffe bye batuwa.
Oh shit. Hello.
Wali wagiragirako. Nakateoza mukadde inandaga muntu original. Talina oli.
I think I'll just record and see how I can because so many noise in the background.